You want to see what Daddy did, guys? Look, he dropped it, the house. It looks so much better now. Come and see what he did. Come, Daisy. Oh, Daisy's like, what the heck? This wasn't like this morning. Hey, oh. This was not like this, guys. What happened? What happened to the room? How am I going to run on it now?
Hey guys, welcome to our channel!
Welcome to our channel!
Woo-woo! So, the demolition continues. We did get a few comments asking if we're going to demolish the whole thing. Of course we're not. Why would we demolish such beautiful granite building? And it's probably illegal.
For sure. And no. It will take a lot more than that.
No, is it? Then we wouldn't have a house. No, we're just removing any of these old clay bricks, which were probably, especially that room that we demolished last week, was built illegally. And anything with clay we want to remove because we want... Can you stop eating my leg? He's always eating.
That's because you're salty right now.
Hey. Yeah, so we want a completely granite house. We don't want bits of clay bricks that we would have to render and stuff. So all we have left is this and any old tiles that are still along the walls. So we just want to bring it down to bare stones, as Sarah said last week. Hey, Meatball, do you want to headbutt the sledgehammer, buddy?
He just wants to scratch his head on it. So we have had a very busy week this week.
As always.
As always. But a very sweet one too. And I'm going to mention the little birds that we showed you a couple of weeks ago. They were, the parents were going into this little birdhouse that we have in front of the gypsy caravan and feeding them. But now the babies are out.
They're so cute, eh?
Yes.
These blue tits.
We saw them take their first flight and it was so cute. Before I show you the little baby birds leaving the nest, let me just show you this. So this is Naughty Boots. And she or he is not even leaving the coop. Hey, what's wrong? So guys, what do you think? Is she a rooster or a hen? She doesn't crow. She used to get, you know, from the men. And she tried it with Tiny, but she didn't manage. She plucked Tiny's feathers out, but hasn't done it since. That's why she's still with us. All our other roosters had not only one, you know, it's like layers of crest, but these have gotten bigger. So, what do you think? What's Boots? Female or male? What are you, Boots? I know, guys, I know. I know. And the tail is down too. It's not up. But anyway, enough about that. Let me show you some tits. We absolutely loved watching these birds and we're going to miss them now that they're not here anymore. And we've seen some cute things. But I think the cutest thing that happened, what we think happened anyway, is after 3 of the baby birds left the nest and there was only 1 left. And we think the parents were getting frustrated because this little baby bird just didn't want to leave the nest. And then we saw the parents were going in with a worm and leaving with a worm. And we think it was to encourage the baby to come out of the nest. And very soon after, they all left.
He's out. He's out. Slowly. I've been pretty busy strimming everywhere. Now, I normally strim twice in a year. So once before the deadline is when the government sets the deadline to clean your land by, which this year was the end of April. So I did it around the 28th or 27th, I forgot. And then I do it again pretty much now. And you'd be amazed at how much it's grown in 1 month. It's insane.
Maybe we'll get out.
Slowly. Now last year I did use my scythe to clear land, but it is a bit small because it's made for a small Portuguese person, I think, and I haven't had the time to adjust it and make it taller for me. So I have used my Strimming, even though I do want to use less fuel, but it's got to be done. So.
And that using that side wasn't good for your back.
No, because it's short. Because it's short. It's short for me. Yeah. But I was talking to a friend, and a few friends actually, and they were all like, "I hate Strimming. I really like it." I don't know. I guess I'm lucky because, well, we have a huge piece of land, so it's a good thing that I like it, I guess. But for me, it's kind of like a game of Snake, like on your old Nokia, you know, just going. I find it really therapeutic anyway. I did film quite a bit of it. Maybe we'll put a bit of time lapse of clearing a few terraces at the end, so stick around for that at the very end.
Yeah, it looks pretty good, you know, seeing it disappear.
It's really pleasing to me. And it's pretty enjoyable when it's just with the line, when it's not hardcore brambles or anything, so it's just kind of switch off, and yeah, it's like swimming laps for me anyway. It does, it's the same feeling.
I also worked a little bit on the garden. I thinned out the seedlings that Luke had planted. In the beginning, I used to pull them out and try and plant them again, so I have more plants, but I find that a lot of them get destroyed in the process. The ones that I replant die, and these, because I pull them out, it disturbs the roots. Isn't this bed looking great? Luke did a really good job this year. We also sorted out the worm bin.
At last.
At last, because somebody left it open one time, I won't mention who.
A few months ago.
And then it rained, and I don't know what happened, but it wasn't.
I drowned half the population pretty much.
We finally sorted it out, and it looks good now.
Yeah, we were planning to split it so we can multiply our population, but yeah, because I left it up, someone left it open, half of them were dead, so we just sorted it all out. It was still pretty wet in there.
Yes.
And we just sorted it all out and left them in there so they can multiply. Also, a quick digger update, some awesome news. I finally found a couple of parts that I couldn't find, which I was trying to find before I ordered the rest of the parts and get on with it, which was a conrod and some of the shell bearings, the conrod bearings. Yeah, I finally found it. I must have contacted every single company I could find online. I contacted, I don't know how many companies, and eventually one obscure Chinese company contacted me and said, yes, we have a conrod, it's 15 bucks. I was like, what? Yes, please. Anyway, it took a couple of weeks back and forth, and after I paid and got an answer back saying, oh, we don't have the conrod. And then they said, oh yes, we have one, but it's used. So I think I have the last conrod for my digger in the world.
Second hand. Yeah,
second hand from China.
Crazy.
So now that I've got that, I can order all the rest of the parts, the piston, the liner, all the other bits and pieces, and then we can get on to the next stage. There's a lot of ifs and buts, but at least one of them is kind of done now.
I think the hardest one is done.
Well, no, I think the hardest one is rebuilding the engine, which I'm not going to do, Alex is, but yeah, at least we're on the right track. It's slow going. Our friend Ashley, who got the engine out of the digger, has planned to come here around autumn time, so if we can get the engine sorted by then, it looks like so far things are on the right track. I don't want to get too excited. I was super excited with the parts. but now I've kind of calmed down a bit. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, but that's a quick update on the digger.
I would also like to thank our new patron, Marty. Thank you so much for joining our patron family again. It's so
Thanks,
nice
Marty.
to have you back.
Great to have you back.
And also to Patricia and Philippa, thank you so much for your super thanks last week. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, there's a thanks button over here, and it's like a tip if you're enjoying our videos. So that is, it's really nice. We're enjoying getting them anyway.
Yeah, the last few weeks we used that money to buy seeds and seedlings, and now we're gonna, everything we get through there, we're gonna put towards a second-hand mulcher I found. Now it's second-hand, but it looks pretty brand new. I haven't got a price yet, but hopefully it will be within our budget and we'll be able to get it, which would be a really good thing, because again, today we tried to register our fire, got an email back, pending. I mean, it's pretty cool today. It's 21 degrees, but the wind, there's like gusts of wind
super
there,
windy,
so
yes.
Obviously it's a bit dodgy to do it. So if we get this mulcher, we'll be able to clear land pretty much all year. Now I did build a little mini mulcher, some of you may remember, out of an old Strimming engine and a washing machine drum, but it's not very efficient, and as I've been saying, I want to be more economical with fuel and all this. I don't want to stay using something that isn't efficient.
Yeah.
So this is a still mulcher with blades, and it looks awesome. So we'll see how that goes.
Yes, is on a new prize. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so
I think it's
well,
time.
that's
Yeah, I
the
don't know.
phrase.
He was going to smash
As you
my
can
head in.
see, I'm much
Ready?
more prepared today, guys. I mean, look at this, guy. I mean,
Oh,
look,
there are my glasses.
look how I've changed. I don't know if I can be considered Maltese anymore with all this safety equipment. Right.
Okay, wait 1 second, because there's goats on the other side and Molly. So,
Yeah, maybe you should go for a little walk just till I get the top down at least.
Yes, yes, I should do that.
Whew. Alrighty, well that's done. Now next week, or next on the ruin rather, is to take off all these old tiles from all around the building. There's quite a lot, and the walls are quite wide, so there's a lot of old limey cement stuff, so we'll do that. And I was thinking over here, this seat or whatever, these bloody brambles are relentless. You can't imagine how many times we've cut them off, and as you can see, they're all growing back super fast again. So I was thinking of maybe clearing it all out and cementing it up with like white cement and sand mortar. I'm not quite sure if the brambles would actually break through that and make all my work for nothing. So what do you think, guys? Let me know in the comments below if these brambles will break through white cement mortar, or let us know what we can do to kill them. I'm not against using a pesticide really, because we're not going to be growing anything here. So yeah, let us know in the comments below. As you can see, this place is still looking like a war zone. We haven't moved anything yet. Why, you may ask? Well, one of our subscribers said, why don't you just break up all this into hardcore and use it as a foundation for a terrace over here, which isn't a bad idea. We kind of like that. Another subscriber also asked, what direction, compass direction, does this face? And right behind the camera is, hello puppy, oh my goodness, is pretty much west southwest, and the view is absolutely amazing. You may recall from before we dropped the building through the window the view, but we'll show you again now. Sneaking up on me.
I'm back. I'm back, and I remember to get something with me.
Why?
Because I want you to, I've been clearing a part down here, and I want you to cut some big.
Okay, cool.
things.
No worries.
Okay.
I'll do that.
I've been clearing a part, and I will show you in the next video though, not in this one. And we're going to start our really cool project next week.
Yes, we have to. We're going to have to take a tiny bit of a break. I'll still come here in the afternoons and take off all these tires, like I said. But the time of the piggies has come, pretty much. 2 or 3 weeks?
3 weeks.
3 weeks. So we have 3 weeks time to build them a home. Now, I am planning, we have mentioned in previous videos that the reason we're getting pigs is for glaying. If you don't know what that is, look up glaying with pigs or glaying with ducks. It's super interesting. And yeah, we're going to try it out because we do want to create a bunch of pools over here. But where I want to put them first is going to take quite a bit of work before we can put them there, which is down by the pond that we had found last year. So for now, we're going to build a temporary one for the first few months. One, because we want to fix that place down by the lake, and two, we want them closer to us, so once they're young we can train them and hopefully, yeah,
they come out for walks.
Come out with walks for us. And yeah,
I mean, he says we want them for glaying. I want them for company as well, to my animal family. Hey, Wally Poppy.
yeah. So I think that's it for this week. I have started taking off the tires, so I'll keep doing that in the afternoons and start on the pig house.
Yes.
Pig house, you'd call it?
A sty.
Pig sty?
I think. I don't know if it's a sty only where they wallow. Or...
Alrighty. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and don't forget to give us a big thumbs up if you did, and subscribe if you haven't.
Yes, it helps us out immensely. Thank you so much, guys, if you do so.
That's it from us. Take it easy, and we'll see you next week, guys.
Bye!
Ciao, ciao.
What do you want to come up with? Want it? Daddy, she wants to go up.
Molly! You scratched me. You scratched me.
Oh no!
YMCA.